Hi, I'm happy to speak with you, UC. I was just in Abraham Hicks' seminar actually, and yeah, I have a question about since we are able to create anything we desire, and there are no limitations other than the human mind places on itself. How would one go about creating something that is kind of outside the common human belief systems? Like, for example, I have heard that you can, like, people, if they didn't have these beliefs about like time and things like that, that they can actually go back and forth in time or change the past, or how does one create something that is like not within the lines of the common belief systems that humans hold?
The most important thing here is to determine what your point is, your point of perspective, and your point of vibration in relation to what you desire. And while this sounds somewhat complicated, it truly means that you can only you can only manifest and attract a desire that has a aligned vibration within you, which means there are limitless desires within humans all around the planet, and they are so different in their outpicturing, but they're very similar in their vibration. As of what most people desire is to have the experience of well-being, the experience of love, the experience of excitement, and they outpicture and imagine it in different ways. Now, rather than asking yourself, how can humans create something that is outside of the belief system that is dominant in their experience, we would rather say, what is your truest, deepest desire that you feel most aligned with, and expand your journey from that point, because that is the only point that has power, that has focus, that has attention, because it is happening here and it is happening now. So to identify that and expand from that point will answer the question that you have asked.
Thank you. So from that, if I just, for example, if I have a desire that kind of is considered to be impossible, but for me, from what I know and what I have also learned, and from what I feel inside, I feel that nothing is really impossible. So from this, I understand that if I focus my attention on the outcome that I desire and already kind of live in that feeling, then it eventually must manifest no matter what that is. Am I right?
We would like to go to very simple, very human terms, and like to quote someone that is available to you all, and you might have heard about this quote. And we will explain more from that point. What the mind can believe and what the mind can perceive, the mind can. Now, we don't like the word achieve, but for simplistic reasons, we will use the word here. And you go about it in the easiest way when you start with the vibration of the feeling of the desire fulfilled. So what does it feel like? What does it truly feel like? And this means to close your eyes. It means to be in that vibrational reality. And here is what we want to tell you, what we have said before, and what we will repeat again. When you have a strong desire, a truly strong desire that is filled with feeling, then this thought has already manifested. It must be so, because it is a universal law. It cannot be different. A thought is always creation. And it is within the infinity of dimensions and realities that this thought manifests. Now, the stronger your dominant focus is, the stronger your vibration, the higher your vibration, the more aligned you are with the vibration of your desire, the easier the path unfolds to you experiencing it in your physical reality. But we want you to know that when you have this true desire and the thought, it already manifests. That you already exist experiencing your desired reality. It might not be visible to you yet, but there is a version of you in a different dimension that is already experiencing what you are desiring. So rather than looking at it as something that you need to create for yourself, we want you to know it's already been created. It has happened like that when you had that thought, when you had that desire, when you had that inspiration, it has already been created. Now what you truly are doing is finding alignment, more alignment, allowing alignment, getting in sync, being one with that vibration so you can sync up with the reality where your desire is already manifested and fulfilled, which means you are allowing to jump right to the correct channel where the projection of what you have created is right in front of you, where you are experiencing it in your physical reality. And we want you to know something else, that you can only have a deep desire for something when your inner being, your higher self, has already experienced it. There can only be the desire that the inner being has already experienced, and now there is a desire for your physical self in this human form to experience it in a physical reality. And it takes the burden of this idea of efforting into creation, of making it happen, of having to work hard. There is none of that involved. There is inspiration, there's vibration, there's attraction, there's manifestation, there's experience, but none of it includes efforting. None of it includes hard work. None of it includes suffering. None of it includes anxiety, fear, doubt.
Yes, that's actually what I was getting when I was kind of listening to my inner voice. So, yeah, I understand that it already exists, but sometimes because it's something that supposedly cannot be done, then I sometimes start doubting this thing. But then it's probably just about reminding myself of what I know that it's already done and shifting the feeling to the end feeling of that, right?
We suggest that you do not discuss this desire with anyone. And we
Yeah.
suggest that you don't look for the evidence that it cannot be done. Because
Yes.
when you look around you, when you look at everything that you are lovingly using in your daily lives, everything that is at your disposal, at your service, all those things were deemed absolutely impossible not too long ago. Whether it is
Mm-hmm.
a car, whether it is electricity itself, whether it is a phone, a computer, whether it is all those inventions, they were deemed to be completely impossible not too long ago. And yet they are unfolding at lightning speed and evolving and expanding and truly, and here's where the important part is, they are simply an imitation of the capabilities of every human on this planet. There is no technical device that has yet been developed that is as wholesome and as perfect and as aligned as the human being is. Whether this is conscious or unconscious within the being is something else. But there is no technical device that can trump the abilities of a human being.